We know one of the ways that we can streamline our design management process is to record all the standard operating procedures that we complete through each stage of our business. But it takes forever and it's long and boring. You have to take millions of screenshots and then write down what each screenshot means. Then you have to put it into a document and get it out to your staff or yourself to be able to use. Most of these processes are simple and repeatable. To manage our projects consistently, we should record these processes so that we can follow them in the future and to ensure all steps are completed to a certain level of quality. This process, which we record on Scribe, will be stored on your scribehow.com account. You can embed it into a number of places, download it to a PDF, or send a link to the people that you need to get those processes to. In this video, I'm going to show you how I use it in my interior design process. If we haven't met before, my name is Joanne Pereira and I am an interior designer and interior design business coach. I help interior designers, established, emerging, and aspiring, to get their businesses off the ground running and to take flight. If you like content on how you can take your business to hit new heights, hit that subscribe button and knock on that bell so that you don't miss a thing. So let's jump into Scribe and take a look. Here we are in Scribe, and as you can see, it immediately tells you the different types of users that you have. If you go into create SOPs, it will get you started here, but it's really quite simple. And essentially what you will do is download a extension onto your Chrome browser, which can then record your screen and all the actions that you take. So when you click, it will record it and so on. The pricing is pretty simple. They have a free plan. The other thing that you could have is if you just pay $23 a user a month, you can sign up, create all your guides, and then delete your app or not use it. But here you have unlimited guides, unlimited pages. But the only issue with this is it only works in a web app. You can't do standard operating procedures on any application that you have that isn't on the web. So if you have a program like Adobe Illustrator where you're using your own app, it won't record that. You have to pay for the pro plan. But if you actually are using all your apps, they're on the web, then it's very easy to download the Chrome extension and then record all your guides. So let's hop in and get started. In order to show you how Scribe works, firstly, you have a Chrome extension. If you go into here, you can see the Scribe extension. It's just down here and it looks like this. You can just start recording and it will start capturing what you're doing. In this demonstration, I'm just going to create some Pinterest pins in Tailwind. Let's say I wanted to show my VA how I do it. Let me just walk you through my workflow. I have created a blog post or a YouTube video, and then I have this Pinterest content, and it allows me to create pins very quickly using content that I've already pre-written. If I want to post the link to a piece of content that I have already created, I have it set up here with a title, a description, and a destination link. Essentially what I'm going to do is copy it into Tailwind. If we go into Tailwind, we can do something like create designs. It should be copying everything, and then I can go and browse for an image, and I'm just going to pick some random image in order to show you. Then I'm going to select my pin designs that I want to use. I want to select these, but firstly what I need to do is I need to copy in my title. So I go in here and I'm just copying it and I'm just going to paste it in here. So we can obviously in Tailwind change all our fonts to anything that we want. I'm just going to keep it at Montserrat. And then I want to add some text. I want to add a subtitle, and I'm going to just write read the blog. Oh, it's already there. So I'm just going to choose that, and I'm going to choose another font for that. Let's just choose Alice. And then we want to add some text and try to tell that I want to say, let's say, make, could be streamline your business. Okay. So we keep our brand color palette, and we can choose if we want a logo. Let's just choose a logo. I want to choose that one. And then we can select our posts. So I'm just going to pick a few just to show you how it works, and we'll speed through this. Okay. So let's say I've got my 3 designs, and what I will do is now I will schedule it. So as I'm doing this, Scribe is recording every action that I take. And all I need to do now is to create my pin. So I'm just going to, again, copy that and go into my tailwind. And then I'm going to go back to here, and I'm going to copy this, put it here. And then I'm going to copy my URL and put it here. And then I'm just going to choose a board, and I'm going to then choose a time. And then I will say, okay, we will just schedule this post. And we could go back and do all of this, but let's just head into Scribe. I think that's fine to show what we need to do. So I'm just going to stop that. And then we should be able to head into this tailwind workflow. So the key here is that we could just edit it. So I want to say tailwind app Pinterest. I can add a description. This is how we post pins via tailwind. Okay, so you can see here you've got to share it to make any changes. So it'll tell you this is where you navigate to. So this is my page in Notion, and then it'll say click this icon. Now that I don't need that. So the other thing that you can do is if you want to delete steps, you go into step app actions, and you can delete the steps that are not important. So I'm just going to get rid of things that I think are just super unimportant, but we'll have to go through that. After I've deleted, I can delete these 2 things and they will disappear. Okay, so first step is to navigate to this, and then we click open for the pin you want to post. And then we want to switch to the tailwind, so that's right. And then we want to create the designs. Then it says drag and drop. So I'm looking for to the image you want to use. So that's all correct. And then I click select. And I don't want to do that because I did it actually out of order. So I'm just going to delete that step and then delete that. So now I want to add in the title of the pin. Okay, we've done that. Now it's repeated it, but we can just leave that. And then I'm going to copy the title. So copy the title from Pinterest, from Notion. Okay, so we've done that, and we don't really need that step either. So we can delete this step. Essentially what I'm doing is I'm just going through and just making sure that everything's very clear. I can add in whatever details I would like. I won't go through the whole post, but let's just have a quick look at these. So you can add a page. So the other thing you can do is you can actually edit the image. Scribe has taken a screenshot of the whole image. So you can crop it if there's something that it's missed, but it's still there within the page. You can crop it to get the view. You can duplicate a step. If you go into here, you can combine steps or copy steps. And magic merge is when you just add the steps together. So if it's getting a little bit onerous, there's too many steps, you can just add all the steps together and do it there. Then you can customize it to show the information that you want, and then you can also allow feedback or comments. So the other main thing that is really exciting, sharing it. So you can send it to an email, but the cool thing is with this smart embed, you can copy the embed snippet. And if we go over to Pinterest, for example, now let's say I want to show how we use this page. I could just say how we use this page. Okay, let me just change that to a heading and we'll make it orange. Okay, and then what we can do is hit the embed, and then all we need to do is paste in and let it do its magic, and you can see there it is. So let's say I want to make this a little bit more even. I can just make this here. I can make it a little bit bigger. And you can see here as we can flick through. So this is a really easy way to give instructions about how to use a page like this. So I hope this has been helpful. I'm sure you can see lots of ways that you can use this Scribe in your interior design process. If you go to the Scribe workspace, you have all your standard operating procedures and workflows that have been recorded, and you can see what my activity is and what I've actually created. And this is here for you to use so long as you have an active account. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. I'll be going through lots of content just like this, so don't forget to this video and subscribe so I can show you how I use lots of apps and other techniques to make your interior design business simpler and more efficiently run. See you in the next video.